Hello, my loves, my little water babies and air babies and fire babies and little mud babies. How are you today? How was your weekend? How are you doing? We're going to get into it. I am Natalee, spelled Natalee. Ooh, that was a big one. And we're here to do your daily reading, all signs general daily reading for Tuesday, October 15th, 2019. Although my golden oldies, you all know that my readings are timeless. So if there's something in the archives that captures your curiosity, go ahead and take a look, take a gander. There could be something in that video reading that could help you in something that you're dealing with right now. Okay? They're kind of giving me that that I should do this in inserts throughout the day, but then they're also giving that there's one long message that is going to come out. So we'll see how this goes. Okay? So the download is really chilling. The download is about hell. It's about hell. Yeah, it's never a normal day here in Casa de la Natalee, all right? Yeah, being a psychic, there's just always something. There's always something. Every single day is completely different. Every single day there is something. Oh, it's just a little, okay, it's not a mosquito. Don't worry, guys. It's a friendly. So the message about hell is, here's the thing that's sad that they were channeling to me about it, is that when you're going through hell, you know, that phrase, I'm going through hell, it's a hell of a time. It's, you know, the sad part is that you don't know that you can leave. That was on purpose. They don't want you to know that. You can leave. Just like in the Devil card where the chains are loose, you go and you put the chains on and then you can kind of walk away from that. You can make a different choice. You can leave that behind. The same is true with hell. And if you go through it, you come out the other side. You can. It's just, it's the sick part and the chilling part is that you honestly, in your soul, don't know you can leave. Nothing around you that you can see and feel, and with all of your senses that you ingest about the environment, the hell around you, gives that away, betrays the lie. It all reinforces the lie. You know, if you're looking out and you just see freaking more door up ahead, more door behind you, more doors over there, more doors, and you're just, you know, of course you don't think you can leave. Of course you don't think you can get out of it. And now they're channeling John Lennon and Yoko Ono. What did he say? Oh, it's about peace. That people don't know that they can have peace. Now they're giving me peace. It feels like someone's come out of hell recently, or is coming out of hell, or is coming into peace. Like you've looked around and kind of really learned that I don't have to stay here. I don't have to stay here. I don't have to stay. I don't have to stay. I don't have to. Ooh, someone's breaking out of a codependent situation. A codependent relationship with the loved one. And it is a loved one. You can still love someone that you can't really interact with. Because for some people, this incarnation, the body they're in, everything going on in their an entire incarnation is kind of like a hell. They're trapped in their bodies. They're trapped in their own. Like I said, not every lifetime is meant to just overcome these huge things and do so much and make big steps forward in the soul's evolution. Some incarnations are just for baby steps. Taking the top card. And the second card. Oh, hold on. Are you serious? They're all for you. All for you. You guys remember Janet? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've never taken 7 cards before. I've never, ever taken 7. Here we go. The first card, leading the way. So it's still the strongest. It's our first. We have, they're giving me 11, 11, 4 of staves. Every bit of this foundation that you're building for yourself is completely solid. If you're coming out of hell and you're going into peace, ooh, for some of you, it's about the home, that there was a codependency with your home. Like, this feels like a relative that you felt you had to live with, or that you had to have live with you. This is like, let's say, okay, I have my little sibling. My little sibling comes to live with me. Oh, or, you know, we live together. Let's say you've lived with your sibling growing up, and you go out and get your own place, and they come with you. And then at first it's fine, but then maybe like 12 years go by, and they're sort of still they're no closer to independence. They're no closer to self-empowerment. They're no closer to, they have like no plans to leave. Okay. It's difficult and it's awkward because you love them to pieces. You want them to be healthy and self-sufficient and independent. Maybe you now want to have like a family. Maybe it was fun and games, someone to party with, someone to have fun with. You guys, you know, maybe that was great for that bachelorette time in your life. And let's say now you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to be able, you know, I need like this, I need the house, I need the space now. And the sibling is now kind of doing this victim perpetrator thing, where if they stay the victim, everyone that tries to help that victim becomes the perpetrator, and they start blaming this person that's trying to help them. Okay, now they turn it back and saying like, oh, well, now you're just going to be like that. Now that's how it's going to be. You're just going to throw me out of my ass. You're just going to kick me out. You're going to make me homeless. Now it turns into this huge thing that has that needs sorting, that needs healing, obviously. But it turned into codependence, that maybe if they had tried, you know, to flutter off in the past, maybe you kind of poo-pooed all of their plans and criticized their methods, and maybe they needed to go out and fall on their ass and fail and come back in order to learn how to really be independent. And so with your criticisms, or you're trying to help them, they kind of just, oh, well, never mind, I just won't do it. So then it kind of, they stayed. So so codependent means you both are dependent on this unhealthy connection here. And it's realizing that you could really walk away from that whole situation, that you don't have to stay there. You don't have to stay literally chained to this codependent, unhealthy, it's turned toxic, it's turned black. I mean, literally from yellow to black. There's like this cast around the home, something about where you live or how you live, or the foundation of your life itself. Okay, that was needing to be bled out. It was needing to, there was, oh, for some of you, you had a hellish home, like actual, like a home of hell. If you can see that we have the devil right up with this 4 of staves, like the energy right next to each other is really getting me. It's very, but you got used to that. Something about this could have been not generational, but it became your normal. So you weren't able to see the barrier. Like we can see one card is different from the next card. These are energies. That's all the tarot cards are just 78 records of human experience drawn up in these fucking beautifully illustrated cards. I almost wanted to lick it, but anyway. So them being right sandwich, like that, the energy in real life, this is it's someone was holding on to you. Someone had this codependent, guilting sort of, but at the same time, it was something that you were just like buying into. I'll have another ticket to that show. Yeah, let's just keep the drama train going. I'm getting a lot of melodrama now. I mean, throwing things, stomping around, crying. I mean, a lot of stuff, right? Because people resort to very desperate measures, desperate tactics when their stability is threatened. So what I'm getting here, now it is the first card out, so we have stability that reigns, and you're actually bringing up the back. We have the King of Pentacles. So you are stable in this. This is you coming out of, oh, they're showing me a beautiful forest. It's like you know how forests can be sort of terrifying, but then they can be sort of magical. Sorry, coffee tongue's so bad. It's like you're coming out of the dark, scary forest and you're coming into a mist, like a beautiful clearing of lightness. And then the forest becomes kind, like in Lord of the Rings when all the trees talk and everything. And it's like, oh, this is home. That wasn't home, that scary place where I never felt like truly my, whatever it was. So that was hell for someone, is that they never had a home life that was full of love, where all there was someone needing something from someone, codependency, and it's this feels like someone else in your life. So I'm connecting with you. I'm psychic. I'm channeling your energy. And if this is your energy, there are some messages that are coming out for you. All of this reading could resonate. Some of this reading could resonate. Look at how I'm doing this here. Isn't this pretty? I have it like a semicircle. Let's all gather around to the semicircle. Story time. Like in Kill Bill. Calendar time for Buddy. So if it's not resonating or parts of the reading don't resonate, then let that little piece go, and it's for the next person that this is resonating for. So keep that in mind, everyone. Ooh, these yellow eyes are freaking me out again. Someone was jealous. There's that codependency. It's almost like I don't want you, it's like I can't, they want you to stay with them or below them. They don't want you to actually surpass them in some way. And I'm not getting financially, I'm actually getting spiritually and emotionally and mentally. Everything immaterial. They want you to make the money because they're the ones benefiting from you making the money. So they want you to make the money. And you keep the money, you have the money, but they're not wanting you to mature. That's the past. That's the context. The next energy we have the Three of Cups. This is a reunion to, you're going to be, no, hold on. You're going to celebrate. There could be a fall housewarming party. There's something at the home. There's a party here. Maybe you buy a new house. You could buy a new house and have a great new housewarming party. It's a new start. It's free of like the cloud of the home life before, because you're bursting out of that. You're taking this energy. Here's how you can use the universe, how the universe works here. So if this energy is coming into your space, if you have a hard transit coming up astrologically and you're like, oh my God, the smart thing to do is to use the energies rather than resist the energies. So if for instance, if you go to a tarot reader or an astrologer and you're asking about your love life, but everything they're picking up is about finances and money and stability and career, but you are spending all day, every day obsessing about a love situation, it's unwise, it's not strategic, because there's no energy there in that part of your life. So you're going to be depressed, you're going to be you're going to be disappointed, because it's not, when I say timing, I'm not meaning time. I'm meaning that the energies are not auspicious for those occurrences to take place. Okay. So What we're talking about here is this devil energy, using it the best we can get out of it. The very best that we're going to get out of this sexy Capricorn energy, okay? And some of you need to be very careful about house parties and doing drugs. You don't want anyone to overdose at your new home. How rude. Just kidding. Okay, because these three cards, I mean, we have celebration, we have party, we have mingling, we have reunion. Maybe someone was, oh, yes. Someone, this codependent person was probably someone, if it's a sibling or let's say family member, they could have been like, oh, I don't like so-and-so. I don't want them coming around, because they know that so-and-so has an influence on you or is influencing you to seeing the truth of I don't want to say a leech because it's harsh, because this is someone you care about and someone you love. This codependency here, it is someone close to you. Mother of pearl. Hold on. Okay. So this codependent person, like living with you, could have turned you off to... It's like if someone comes in, someone tries to come in your circle, like in your home, in your energy field, the codependent person would be telling you, don't trust this person. They don't have your best interests at heart. Don't trust them. They're evil. Don't trust them. Don't let them around. Don't bring them around. They're sort of acting as a boundary between you and others if they feel threatened. So when they feel threatened, their position feels threatened. Very classic is, not wanting you to get married and have kids, because then obviously that arrangement no longer works. So they don't want you to grow out of that into your own thing. So there could, for some of you, they were manipulative with you in that regard, in that respect. But there does seem to be something about, for some of you, you're going to have a reunion. You're going to have talks with maybe people that the codependent person alienated you from in the past. You see the three there? You, the codependent person, and then any third person or people that were kind of shut out because of this codependent person's lies. Okay? The next energy we have here is the Ten of Swords. This is an end to the codependency. This is like a real end. I mean, like, I don't even have a Natalie hand gesture for it. It's just, oh, maybe it's this. Maybe that's it. Because he's pretty dead with 10 swords. Now, I'm going to prepare you, because the codependent person's going to feel like it's a betrayal. They're going to feel like it's the end of the world. They're going to feel like the sky is falling. They're going more melodrama. Thank you. They're giving me way more melodrama. There's going to be lots and lots of melodrama with the codependent person. Let's put it this way. A rational, healthy, independent adult will not take it personally, a change in living situation. I don't care if the reason is sort of personal, like, listen, you have some weird friends that come over, whatever it is. Okay, let's maturely, it doesn't, if they're reacting like this, if they're very, very melodramatic about you redesigning what stability and security and foundation means to you, you're just triggering all of their own issues, and it has nothing to do with anything that you have going on. So this is that ending, though. You're not responsible for other people's happiness. You're not responsible for other people's emotions. Not your friends, your family, no one. You're only responsible for what you say, not for what other people understand. If they can't understand you, if they can't, for whatever reason, it's just not your responsibility. Experience teaches only the teachable. If they have to go through pain over and over and over, let me put it this way. First of all, there's no judgment on this codependent person. We all pick our poisons. All of us. Okay, no judgments here on WatchNatalee. We all pick our poison. We all have that vice on the pedestal that we're like, give it to me, baby. Put the chain on. Oh yeah, put all the chains oh yeah, I want it. I want it. I want it now. Okay, we all have that vice that we know is gonna just like take us down, and it's up to this person. It's this person's test to get control of themselves. The devil's about self-control. What I just animated was not self-control. It's like, I'm gonna eat all the food. I'm gonna snort all the drugs. I'm gonna drink all the alcohol. It's like no control versus control. So this is a person that you're dealing with that cannot control themselves. I feel like they're older. I really feel like this is someone very set in their ways. This devil Capricorn energy is there could be an age difference between you two. But they just feel, if they're not old, they're just very crystallized. Like they're taking this super, like I said, melodramatically. They're taking it like 10 swords in the back, and you're just trying to get your house back. You're like, you've been here for 15 years. You've been here for 15 years. How is that? And I have a fiance now, and come on. And they're just, so that's their issue. It's their responsibility. Give them some time, space, distance, let them be mopey, and you enjoy your house. You enjoy, if it's not a house, it's stability. It's you enjoy your stability. Whatever this idea of home, it's you. The body is the first home. You're the spirit, you're the soul in this fleshy, suit, this human suit. Okay, and then it extends out from there. So you enjoy whatever you're doing to keep your home and your boundaries safe and happy and bright. You keep doing that, and you surround yourself with the people that are going to encourage that. If you're following your intuition, because what they're giving me, they showed it to me. They're showing me 4 really like sturdy, it's just really stable, this new foundation that you're building for yourself. It's super, super stable. Uh-oh. Okay. The next card we have, 7 card. The next card we have is the 9 of Staves. Look at his wounded little face. This is our wounded warrior. This is you having been hurt enough times to have learned. You've learned. That's what I was saying. We all pick our poison. And if someone has to eat their poison for 50 years before they learn, that's their path. It's not for me to judge or for you to judge. If someone just takes a whiff of that poison and like, okay, I learned. It's their journey. It's their path. It's their karma. Okay? This is you having learned of boundaries, or no, they're telling me that you've always wanted boundaries, that no, some of you already have boundaries or had boundaries and couldn't enforce it because of the relationship, because they leveraged a very powerful connection. Sorry. And some of you are just learning about boundaries, but the stronger energy here is those of you who already knew that this was a betrayal of the boundaries. This is mostly for you guys, that group of you. Okay. And so for that group of you where you've already known that there was this trespass of boundaries, you're finally empowered enough to put a stop to it. You're finally feeling like you have an internal foundation. The 1111, you have it inside now where you can make changes externally that reflects your internal stability, where you can tell them no. No is a complete sentence. You already know all of their tactics. You already know everything they're going to say. I can hear it. Why? What? All of these little verbal distractions. There's like even a cadence to how they talk. I can sort of feel it out. This could be an immature person or willfully ignorant, willfully immature. They play it. They play on you. They're playing on you. And you let it all, it's like you let it all happen because you didn't want to, because they were part of the old stability, which is not real stability. Codependency is not stability. And so this is you kind of standing up, using your voice and saying, this is my boundary. I will not be subjected to criminal abuse. I love that movie. And once again, they feel like, okay. It shouldn't. It should not. That's why, I don't know why I just saw, that's why when I'm a parent, I'm going to be super cool. I'm not going to be a helicopter mom. Did I say that right? Helicopter. Did I say helicopter? Or did I say something else? I'm not going to be a helicopter mom. I'm not going to instantly reject anyone they want. You include people. Whoever it is, you just include them. You let their actions speak for themselves, and you just teach your freaking kid how to discern, how to uphold boundaries. That's it. You gotta let trust happen. They gotta learn. Pain is the greatest teacher. Pain is the greatest teacher. You've been shielding this codependent person from pain that they've needed to learn to grow. And they've sort of shielded you from maturing, from growing. Heavy karma here, very heavy karma. And it's just this one major arcana surrounded by all these other cards. And then we just have the Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles, two personalities. No, I'll get to that. But, because see, you'll see it when I take the picture, but this wounded warrior is actually looking behind him at the Ten of Swords, Three of Cups, the Devil, and the Four of Staves. He's looking at all of this. This is having learned from your own pain, having learned through your own experiences what you know you know. Know what you know. That sounds funny. Okay. The Knight of Cups. What's Romeo doing here? Some of you will get an apology. And that's what the Knight of Cups will bring. They will convey this apology. Because all of the knights are insecure. So part of this apology will say, I was so insecure of losing you. I was so stupid. How could I think that my own family member would kick me to the curb? I'm embarrassed to say that now because your love has only been so obvious for me and you've only been so good to me. You've only been so great. I'm so embarrassed that I was so tweaking out about it. I can't believe I was that insecure. I'm so sorry. Some of you will get it after the boundary. They have to see you out. They have to know that you're serious. The way they're laying on the table, they're just not even looking at each other. Totally different directions, totally different energies, totally different vibes, totally different. Knight wants to get in. The Knight of Cups wants to enter. Nine of Staves says 9. You cannot enter. You cannot come in till you act right, till you know how to behave yourself. None of this melodrama, throwing yourself on the walls and throwing yourself down the stairs and crying and being loud and pounding on this and throwing and breaking my shit, till you can behave yourself. Behaving yourself is part of my foundation now because I'm only surrounding myself with people that can behave themselves. that can control themselves. Self-control. You see people that cannot control the energy they are channeling. They are like whacked out, okay? You know what that is. So emotionally, there's something. So some of you, they will, but only after you put up the boundary. They have to know that you're serious, because that's when they're going to really feel it. That I couldn't keep it from them. They figured it out anyway. And then they're going to have to face the truth. Some of you, and I feel like it's a very, very small amount of you that will get this, that will get an apology. Because like I said, this feels old and like decrepit and crystallized and very unchanging, inflexible. So some of you, though, that codependent person will stay very inflexible. And for some of you, they will soften and they will grow and mature and they will give you an apology. With the King of Pentacles, this feels like you. Because the King of Pentacles is stable, like super stable. Super stable. He's holding the pentacle. He's got one leg up. You can see his boot. See? This is all covered. This leg is all covered, but this leg is, what is that? Hold on. I think it's just a rock. Oh no, it's part of the throne, I think. Yep. Yeah, he's pretty comfortable. You're pretty comfortable. And you're King of the Castle is what they just said. The beginning and the end, the King of the Castle. Oh, it's restored. You're King of the Castle again. That's what this is. Like the reunion, coming back to your own home, your own stability, your own self, your own cat. Oh my God. You broke out of this codependent relationship and you regained your own control of your life and your stability in your house. Take a bow. Wow. No, that's exactly what this is. That's exactly what this is. And now this person knows who you are. Now they know what you stand for and what you don't stand for, what you allow, what you don't allow, what's permissible, what's not permissible, what is appropriate, what is acceptable, what is not acceptable. Now they know, and it's really important for them to know. It's really important for everyone to know, okay? Your boundaries, your friend circle, there's something here about, for some of you, this is an overhaul. For some of you, it's a real overhaul of everyone, not just one codependent person, but everyone around you who's codependent on you, to just like clean out, like real, just super, spring cleaning, call it fall cleaning. You're just going through, and it's part of, they're showing me a skeleton in the closet. So for some of you, you kept them around because they know your secrets. They know your skeletons, that you're, whatever. I wouldn't worry about that. I mean, I just wouldn't worry about that. It's not enough to keep anyone close to you. It's not as good strategy as you might think. Yeah. For some of you, this does extend, it continues outward, where you're getting control. Remember, this is about self-control. You're getting control over your friendships, who you have around you. And it's undergoing this very, it's a pretty profound shift, because you're exiting hell. You're leaving hell behind. And I'm not saying that your friends were hellish fiends that were just all like sucking on your freaking life or anything. But there were a couple people, there was one or more, who were codependent on you, on the stability that you provided, that you can provide. Some of them were with you because of the parties at your house. Clear? Some of them were with you for the good time, like the excess, the partying, the fun, the sensation. I'm getting a lot of sensation here. So it feels very much like just all of those, like what sins, greed, lust, you know, all of that. They were with you or part of you because you could have been someone that just became successful very early on, and you're the friend with the pentacles. Like, you're the friend who made it. You're the friend who's got the money and the bags of money everywhere. Ha ha ha, you know. And they were there for that. So anyone around you who is not independent in their own right, financially, emotionally, spiritually, or mentally, anyone who was dependent on you for any one of those things in an unhealthy, boundary crossing fashion are on the out. They're on their way out. Because now you accepted that before because you had your own codependency issues, but you're coming out of hell. You're out of hell. So when you become independent, you will only want to be around others who are totally independent, because it's going to feel off now. Like, you're going to know, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it out. You're going to feel a little bit of an awkwardness. Oh, we're at 20 minutes. Hold on. And we're back. So your process of individuation, your process of maturation is the turning point here. It's when you wake up and realize, I don't have to have these people around me. I don't have to have this happening in my life. I don't have to stay in this situation. Only when you wake up to that realization that you can leave at any time, at any moment, from anything, it's incredibly empowering. I learned that from, if you've been with me a while, if you're a golden oldie, in one of my older videos I mentioned chronic marginalization, where you're always the outsider. And I read it in an article about serial killers, but it was my growing up. I went to 6 different grammar schools in 8 years, and it really taught me a thing or two. Okay, so it's having this own. So I've always had that. I always know I can just leave, and I do. Like, you know, if it's not right, if it's not my vibe of integrity, if it's not the Natalinian standard, I'm out. I'm just out. I don't care what it is. I don't care where I'm at. I don't care, you know, it's so you've got to cultivate that inner, there's always another town. There's always another person. There's always another profession. There's always another job, career, place. There's always something else. Or there's somewhere after this, is what I'm trying to convey. Because what it feels like is that it feels so end of the line, end of the road, and this is it. But you don't understand that's it's just like a fake out. It's just a test, that there's actually a whole wide open vista that wants to open up for you. But the test is, do they know how to say no? Do they know how to let go of something? This is you letting go of a codependent situation. This is you letting go of something that's not healthy for you. And because you're letting go of that, you're creating that, you have that stability in yourself. So you coming into your own independence, you ending that codependency with a major figure, they're showing up very powerful. They're showing up the most powerful energy in your own spread. Okay, you're only showing up as the King of Pentacles so far. So their energy was very dominant. It was very much, maybe your whole life and world centered around this person or thing or, you know, whatever. And now it's like, and you couldn't imagine, like, what was your stability? Maybe you didn't have anything else before. Maybe you didn't have a stability before. And you were, oh, this is the long one. This is the long one, because now they're wanting me to clarify. This is the long one. So make sure you get your Scooby Snacks, and then you can like pause and come back to me, okay, throughout your day. So whatever this dominant force, this dominant energy is or was, it served as your stability. It's like that you grew up, maybe if you grew up in a sort of hellish home where it wasn't really loving and teddy bears and rainbows and butterflies, then okay, that's normal. I'm going to accept this treatment because it's normal. So it's what I've always known. It's how it's always been. You freed yourself, and now that you freed yourself, you no longer accept codependency around you. It's like that's not good enough anymore. Like maybe having people codependent on you in the past was that form of love. That's how you felt secure. And now that you're independent and you're self-confident, you provide your own sense of security, you provide your own sense of home. Now you don't need anyone to be codependent on you. You don't need people to need you. You genuinely want them to be independent so they can create for themselves the stability that you've just really come into. Okay. Some of you are going to be a bit of a beacon of light for others to know how to walk out of this, to walk out of hell. Just please clarify the Four of Staves. Please clarify the Four of Staves. The 1111. There's two people underneath. Ooh, that came out right near it, right? Like, look at like right underneath it. The Seven of Pentacles. This is a risk. This is a risk. It feels like a risk to let go of this codependent relationship for you. It feels like it's a risk, like, oh, is it gonna work out? What if I this is that thing of letting go and letting the energy sort of, and you always have it, whether as opposed to holding on and then you don't. You know what? You guys remember when I made that whole thing. Okay. So the Seven of Pentacles, it's the card of investment, but you don't know at the time that you make this investment if it's going to yield the results that you want. So you just didn't know. You held on to it because you didn't have anything else. So I feel like there's something new that's coming to take its place for some of you, and for some of you needed something else to take its place, or to teach you, to bring you out of the hell, like the peace. If you're in the dark forest and you see a little globe of white pure light kind of floating ahead of you, it gives you something to focus on where you can actually make your way towards it and you don't have to stay in the dark forest. Some of you had that. Some of you went on pure faith, pure inner clock, answering the inner soul's evolution, tick, tick, tick. Okay, so let's clarify the Devil, the dominant energy in your reading. This Devil. What can you tell us about the Devil? What do you want to tell us about? Yay! Yes! Yeah! Ha 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 ha! We have the single girl card of the tarot. We have the Nine of Pentacles with the Devil. This is exactly confirming everything that I've been talking to you guys about. Independence. Independence from the codependency. Complete independence. This is you breaking free from the chains, from the shackles, from this codependent unhealthiness. You are finally independent in all forms. So not only is she independently wealthy, but she's spiritually and emotionally and mentally independent of everything and everyone around her. Her only confidants are animals. She's got falconry. She's taken up falconry. She's got the little snail at the bottom. Okay. So she does her thing. She has her life and everything. And this is when you come into the peak. I say that because this is always like my peak card, like the peak fertility, the peak earning years, the peak auspicious moment. Okay. So this is where you are here with this Devil energy, is that you are like, it's right what I said before, like you're ready for this. Like this is the moment. You're ready. You're ready to fly the nest, to flee, whether that is financially, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. I feel like financially you're already good though. Okay. But take this as it applies. The Three of Cups. What do you have to tell us about the Three of Cups, please? The Three of Cups. What do 2 cards? We have the 2 of Staves and the Judgment. Interesting. I feel like you are bringing someone else in or changing. Yeah, I mean, we know you're changing up your friends, your friend groups, the people that you call your people, your tribe, so to speak. That's what this is, partly about here. With the 2 of Staves, it feels like you're searching for. This is like a return to what's real. The Judgment with the 2 of Staves, it's not like you're looking for superficiality. You're not looking for a good time. You're not looking for a filler. You're looking for the real deal. You are looking for what's real and true and honest and like foolproof. Like what you're looking for is just. The Judgment is a life well lived, a work well done. What have you made of your existence? It's your soul looking back on everything and then being asked, what did you learn? My lifetime, it was all full of pain. What did you learn from all of that lifetime of pain? I hope you have a good answer. Okay, so I'm serious. You're looking for, it's like you're the king. You are the king of the castle. So anyone that enters the gates from now on, you're going to look at them like, you're going to see what's really there. You're going to look to see if they carry this energy signature of groundedness. Knowing, not that they have to know all the universal truths and be super, but you're looking for people or a specific person who has a gravitas or a real heaviness in reality or in their own security. I mean, you're just really looking for a better quality of energy is the best way I can put it to clarify this 3 of Cups. Like when you look for a partner, you're going to look for the end all be all partner. If this is like purely romantic, you're looking for the one you're going to die with. You're looking for the one you're going to bury both of your parents with. You're looking for the one that you're going to have kids with. You're looking for the one, you know what I'm saying? You're going to look for this person. If this is romantic, if this is romantic, it's still leaving a codependent situation or relationship. Could be getting out of a relationship with a codependent person or something that you just felt chained to, not a responsibility. You had to, if this is romantic, you are breaking or ending a contract, a relationship, a dark promise. That's how it wants to come out. Something that just was not, you thought it was in your best interest, but you kind of knew deep down that it was not, and you did it anyway. You're ending that in order to be with someone that you consider lifelong partner. Like, this is it. This is the end. This is the person that I'm going to cry in their lap, in their arms, in their bosom, in their shoulder when the next most important person in my life dies. This is the person that is strong enough to bury our children if 2 of them perish in a horrible accident, that I can count on them to be, there's something really heavy with this, about this energy here, that you're looking for. It's like this is interesting. Now I'm getting this take it off, take the shackles, take your hell. I'm ready. I'm so ready. Like, this is you being so ready to end this. Like, now I'm getting this really very much like You can have your bullshit, you can have your lies, you can have your greed, you can have your lust, you can have all of the bullshit that's not real in life, because I'm looking for the truth. And I don't care what I look like to any, like you're just like ready for the truth. You're ready for someone who can channel the truth. You're looking for someone, because this is very people. The Two of Staves is about finding, it could be about entrepreneurial expansion a little bit, but it's about finding a good partner. So whether that's a business partner or a romantic partner, this Three of Cups is you returning to this. You could have wanted this before, you know, growing up, and never found it, never happened, and now it is, or now this dream, this want is being reinvigorated and you want to go for it. Okay. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords next. Ten of Swords, please. What else can you tell us about the sunset they're giving? Okay, we've got 4 cards. We have the Three of Cups, double confirmation Three of Cups. We have the Empress. We have the Three of Pentacles. And we have double confirmation the Knight of Cups. How interesting. This is really coming together quite interesting. Wow. You try to make it work with this person who's very codependent on you, who does not want this to change. This is going to be, like I said, this is a long reading. This is for someone, okay? One person, perhaps like 2. So this codependent person, you tried to help them. You actually tried to make it work with them. You tried to be very sincere. You tried to be, you were the, oh, you're Romeo. You're Romeo. Aww. You're Romeo. You tried to make it work with this person. You tried to help them. You tried to help them to grow in the past. You tried to get them to just go with you in this new next phase of life, and in some way, shape, or form. And they can't, you can't take everyone with you where you're going. You can only meet up with others who are going where you're going, because you know they're going to make it, and they know you're going to make it. But everyone you try to bring with you, they're not going to make it. They're just not. Okay. This is a path that is special for you. It's yours. I know that you want to share it with them. You've shared a lot with them in the past, and I'm sure it wasn't all bad. I'm sure there were some good moments. Because I do see that you did try to sort of save them in a sense, and that could be part of the codependent. That's part of the codependent relationship, is that you help them. And you tried to help them see your way. You tried to show them what you're looking at, because you're looking at the Empress. Whether it's romantic, and this is a person, male, female, blur the signs, genders, and ages, whether this is a lifestyle, whether this is career, whatever the Empress is for you, that's what you're moving towards. That's what you're trying to bring into your life. Like, you want, oh my God, you want the security, the stability, the abundance, and the protection of the abundance. Okay, you want like the good life. And they just squashed, they actually put an end to the 3 energy, which is like that, let's do it together energy. Let's teamwork. Let's work together. They're not someone that works together. And that could come as a shock to you, because maybe they had made it look like they're working with you in the past, when what they do is they manipulate. So they could manipulate, there's something about this where they know you really well. Like, they know how to manipulate you. They know what your buttons are. They know what your triggers are. they know all of that, and they've trained you to know what their triggers are. They've trained you to know what their, but so I feel like a part of that, there's a little bit of going back. I mean, there's 10 swords, so there's going to be, and they're all pointing down, there's going to be some words back and forth here, some harsh words, some cruel words, but you know to expect that. You know to expect that from this type of person, because you know this person well as well. Okay, so I see sincere effort on your part to make it work, to really make it work. Like you really, and some of you, I'm getting that you're feeling guilty still, a twinge of it, of walking away into the Empress life and leaving them behind emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. You tried. You did the best that you could. You went as far as you can go, and even a little bit further than that. Okay? You did your very best. You can let this go. Someone needs to hear that. Because I understand. I understand. Let's clarify the... Oh, we're at the 20-minute mark. Hold on. We're like 6 minutes away from an hour, you guys. I think this is the message. I think this is it that wants to come through for the daily. Okay. Ooh. Yes, they're telling me yes. This. Yeah. Hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so we have the Fool of Justice and the Ace of Pentacles. Yay! This is everything that you are protecting inside of your boundary. For some of you, there is something. Okay, now we're addressing the groups of you that had the little ball of light to actually look at, to actually follow. There's a person, there's a place, there's an idea, there's a venture, there's something tangible that you can actually hold in your hands that helped lead you out of hell, that helped bring you out of this codependent relationship with this person. And because it's so clear and so visceral and so real, that's what's really helping you say no. It's what's really helping you be firm about your own boundaries and about ending codependency in your life. So for this person, it's not personal. It's not personal. They don't get it. They don't get that it's not personal. They don't get boundaries. They don't want to get it, first of all. So if you try to explain it to them and they're like, that's why, because they're not trying to understand. They just want you to do what they want you to do. So what does this look like? This thing, this sort of like a North Star. Well, it represents a huge new beginning for you. I mean, like a whole new, you're taking a leap of faith and you're protecting. Some of you are protecting a second chance at life, a do-over. There's something you didn't, there's something you missed out on. There's something you missed out on to feed this codependent relationship. Oh my gosh. Meine Güte. For some of you, like in the example I kind of started out with, if you have a sibling living with you for like 20 years, 15 years, in that time, you're regretting that you didn't start a family. Maybe you were dating someone that wanted to take it serious with you and start having kids and getting married and having babies and buying houses. And you're like, oh, no. My sibling, my family member needs me. And I don't abandon, my family that needs me. And look what they did. They cheated you out of your own happiness. They put one over on you. They sold you out. It's that keeping you down with them energy that I'm getting here. Like if they're super dependent and they can't really be independent or can't be in a relationship successfully because they can't respect someone else's independence, because they interpret it as a threat, because the only way they know how to relate to people is through manipulation and control and codependency. They sold you out of that first chance. Maybe, let's say you're in your like 20s or something, 30s, and now you're in your 50s or 60s. This is a second chance. This is like, you're going to be okay. The Fool, anywhere it shows up in any spread, is it's like the golden ticket. It's like the reason why it's that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory golden ticket energy is because he doesn't know. He doesn't know what's ahead. So he can't generate negative energy, negative imagery, negative scenarios, and negative thoughts. He is incapable of generating negative energy that could sabotage his own happiness. All he can see and feel is that little white, in the dark forest, like a globe that he just follows. And he doesn't know where it leads. He doesn't know it's going to lead him into the misty clearing, into the beautiful forest, into the Lord of the Rings forest. He just follows it. He just jumps in. That's what you're protecting. There's something you're ready to jump into, which is why you're like, this is so done. For that group of you where this is so done, because you're just looking at the new life. You're looking at the next phase of life. This is bigger than just your inner stability too. And then we have Justice and the Ace of Pentacles. This is bringing justice to your life. This is making everything that went wrong right. There's something about this that whatever was lost, whatever was in pain, whatever was unexpressed, disappointed, unrealized potential, this is bringing justice to that by ending the codependency, By ending the codependency, you manifest justice for your new beginning. When I repeat, or anyone repeats, like psychic channeling on YouTube, when psychics or tarot readers, when we repeat phrases and words, it's the R's and the W's. When we repeat messages, it's really, really important. It's how they give it to me. It's for emphasis. Someone here has to know that it's by ending this codependency that gives this justice to the new beginning. And there is something exclusive about, for some of you, for some of you, it's marriage. For some of you, it's exactly kind of like how I said it with the sibling, like, okay, you got to move out. I'm ready to like go get married now. And they're like, oh, but I have so much help that I need. And you're like, well, I'm so loyal. I'm such a good person that I'm not going to leave my so-and-so and so-and-so high and dry. So I'm not going to get married. Well, what you're protecting now, I'm sorry. What you're protecting now is taking a leap of faith and proposing and getting married to someone. Do you like that face I made? Getting married to someone that you have found that is the judgment card for you. That is the end all be all. They're the ones you're going to bury your friends and family with as people start to die and you get older. They're the ones that you're going to count on to, wipe your ass when you're like 98 and you can't wipe your butt anymore. They're the ones who are going to stay up with you and, bring you chicken noodle soup when you're sick and, cuddle you and this really feels like not the nuts and bolts. This feels like the real, how people say ride or die. This is the real ride or die. This is the real person that's going to be there for you when you lose your job, when the chips are down, when you're feeling unstable. Oh my God, you found stability. For some of you, if this is like half romantic, half family dynamic, then that would make sense. Then this is the new stability. That would be a very anchoring stability is a marriage partner. So for some of you, yes. For some of you, it's business and legal. Anything legal works in your favor, by the way. Contracts, negotiations, whatever. It all works in your favor. But it's what you're protecting. Like, this is why you're able to, for some of you, that group of you, this is why you're able to end this codependent relationship, walk out of hell into the bright sunlight, is because this is what you're protecting, is this your life. You're like getting your life back. You're looking back at all of the life in you that you lost to codependent relationships, and you want to give justice to yourself. Okay, it's not about these other two people. It's not about like the person you want to marry and the person that was codependent, or however this is manifesting. It's about you. It's about your life, your own quality of life. Okay? And you're very protective of this. So keeping, I mean, I don't need to say anything else about it. You already know the rest. Okay. 2 more to go, guys. Knight of Cups, please. And then we will finish off with our sexy King of Pentacles. Wow, what a reading. Knight of Cups. You little psycho. Did you guys see that was on the bottom of, okay. See, I knew it wasn't for the 9 of Staves, but it turned out to be for the Knight of Cups. Now, the good thing about this is that, oh. Okay, we got a couple different things going on here. Some of you that will be getting an apology from the codependent person after some time passes, they're confused. They need to like sort themselves out, and they need the distance. Like, you actually need a physical boundary. You need physical distance between you and the codependent person, because they need to know that, number 1, that you mean it when you say a boundary, and that number 2, they actually need to figure it out on their own. They have to see what's really there on their own, because they're still confused. It's like trying to break up with someone that doesn't get it, and you could be treating them like shit. You could be, and they're like still not getting it. This codependent person might blow right over everything that you say, everything that you do, and just force their way in and just put their feet up on your couch. And okay, so they're like confused. For another group of you, this is actually your energy, where you are emotionally feeding your new beginning. Like, you're fantasizing about your new life, and you just can't wait to get it started. The King of Pentacles. What do we need to know about the King of Pentacles? The ever so sexy. Oh, I didn't even feel it. I saw that it was at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. I wonder if it fell out or if it shuffled out. Wow. You are going to be so happy. You're going to be so happy. I'm doing my little T-Rex dance. No, you're going to be so happy. I can't even. You're out of hell. I really feel like you're just about out of hell. Why can't I do it for this side? Oh, hold on. Okay, I won't. We're out of enough time. So you, my dear, through this beautiful rainbow of energy, you go from like, oh my God, this is risky. I don't know if I'll ever have like a real stable home. I'm going to hold on to my toxic, codependent relatives or relationships for the time being, to I'm so happy. I'm so beyond happy with myself and with my life that I've been, number 1, given a second chance, and I'm now number 2, I'm free, and number 3, I have all this to look forward to. I mean, you're just happy. You are like the sun is shining from your face. Like you're happy. It's just pure, simple happiness. And no matter where you are on this little like odometer of energy, you have this to look forward to. So if you're here and you're just like your current stability is this codependent relationship, and you're sort of not happy with it for sure, and you're like, oh my God, I want something different, I don't know what to do, then you're going to end up, if you follow that breadcrumby trail of self-development and everywhere where it's leading you, then you will be very, very happy with the outcome. Oh, these pants are so weird. These pants are big on me. Don't laugh. See how much room there is? Look at. Okay. Yeah, so you end super happy. Super happy. Oh, and it's because you're illuminated. It's because you have the truth. It's because, see, when you look and keep your standards like this is a standard. This is tough. Like, not everyone just walks through life in truth and honesty and integrity. But you made this what you're looking for. And so when you don't settle for less than this, no matter who it is, friends, family, co-workers, mom, dad, anyone that thinks that they could just go right over your boundaries, you end up so much happier. And then you teach other people how to treat you. So if it's, a loved one, a parent, a friend, a family member, you're teaching people how to treat you. And those that will respect your boundaries and respect your choices and respect you following your own intuition, those that stay, you are so happy with them. You have like a whole new appreciation for those people. And everyone else that falls off, that you can't take with you, you still love them. You're just accepting that they're their own soul. Just remember, everyone is an individual. Everyone's an individual here, okay? That's my attitude anyway. So just respect that they have their own soul's growth, and that you're helping them by not enabling and putting off their hard karma work, their hermit work, okay? You did your own hard work, and you're totally illuminated. Like anything that was hidden in the subconscious realm, like and you can see, and you're not scared of it anymore. You're not fearful of the unknown. You're not fearful of, oh, it's a risk. You're not scared. You're totally confident. The sun, very, very confident. You're very confident in your choice. You're very confident in your intuition, and you're very confident about ending this codependent relationship, because I can see, and that you tried your hardest to take them with you. And you had to do that for yourself, to say, well, I tried everything that I could. Okay, it was painful. It took longer, but you had to do what you had to do for yourself, which I respect. Wow. So this concludes this very in-depth reading for whoever this is for. So I hope that you found something useful and valuable in this reading, my dears, in the psychic channelings. If you would like a personalized reading where I go into your life, I am a psychic spy for hire. And you can book me at theartigan.com/shop. The link is down below. Make sure to read the site thoroughly. I'm still always updating my websites. I love having websites. So make sure to read everything there. And are there any other notes? Guess not. Okay. Take care, everyone. Oh, stop it. I just do what they tell me to do. Being a psychic is very humbling. Very, very humbling. And by the way, a note on psychics and psychic tarot readers, spiritually, we've been through hell. We've been through hell and have come out the other side. It's what enables us to speak with fluency the language of karma and life and the universe, because we've done hermit work and we've come out of hell and we've realized, okay, so we've just like really literally been there, done that with like everything. See, it wanted to come out. The goose. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. Tuesday, October 15th. I got it right. The journey begins today, October 15th. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. So there's action to take on this, you guys. Whatever phase, whatever place, wherever you are in this entire story, there's action to be taken. So whether that is cleaning up the loose ends with your codependent person, whether it is, I don't know, with this other like this whole new beginning, I don't know if there's action to take here. It feels like there might be some, you do need to nurture any kind of aces that come up in your readings, any aces that are the new beginnings themselves. They need nurturing. They need to be watered and nurtured in order to grow into big, healthy, strong opportunities and relationships. So there's probably something there for you, my dears, okay? But, oh, I didn't even show you the card. I'm sorry. There's the feather. And then here we are. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. So everything that you want, everything that's making you happy, you have to act on it. It requires action on your part, okay? The journey begins today, October 15th. Okay. All right, my loves, take care. I love you forever, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.